Yo, listen, bro. I can't believe I'm saying this, man. It is 2026, yo. It is 2026. We started 2020 when all that, COVID stuff was happening. And it was a lot going on, bro. Everybody was locked in their houses. Everybody was, worrying about, getting sick and a whole bunch of crap. But it's like, I cannot believe that it's 2026, yo. Is anybody else flipping like me? But listen, y'all, be that as it may, it is Tuesday night. 6 years ago, I sat here, or a version of this, and I started this show right here, the Beeline Web Show, my very, very first show. And me and my wife was just on here talking, about stuff that was going on. That was it. And now 6 years later, bam, we here, episode 151 of the Web Show. I want to take my time right now to introduce to you guys. For all newcomers to the channel, we have tomorrow night, we have Straight Through the Ropes Wrestle Talk, STR, Straight Through the Ropes, the STR Nation, where we talk all things pro wrestling. We love to talk wrestling. Big fans over here. So if you do want to come on and talk wrestling with us, please feel free to join us at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. And then heading on one more day after that, we got the Beeline Entertainment Show, baby. This is where we talk all things entertainment. Me and my boy Kyle Eric, we're going to be talking about movies. We got a watch list, so we're going to watch it, then we're going to rate it and let you know about it. We do a top 5 list every episode to let you know what we like, and a lot more. But we got that coming back. This is the very first episode of the Beeline Entertainment LLC network on YouTube, baby. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe on YouTube. Hit that bell button for the notifications so that you can get all the information of what we're doing, when we're coming on, and everything else we're doing on social media, on TikTok. And listen, I feel good today, bro. I've been up all day sitting behind this desk just getting to work and trying to make this the greatest thing, the most engaging piece of content that you guys can look forward to getting into every single day. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm doing it. We got a new intro for the show. Let me make sure I got it. Do I have it? It's here. Let's go. Let me check that out. There's one person that liked you. These are conversations I've definitely thought out for a second. And you were talking to the damn bounties, and every time you
man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Playboy.
Yeah, thank you, bro. That's a big difference. That's awesome, though.
Like so many different things that it's nothing like wrestling. I want the
Raiders.
Yeah, come on, Rigo. He wants to go back to Thank you guys so much for amazing 6 years. We haven't even gotten started. We still here. Guys, I do have some guests in the room. I wanted to take a quick second to let you guys know we are still looking to find some new sponsorships and partnerships for the channels. We have open opportunities here. We're looking for about 3 slots to get filled at the beginning as well as the end of the shows. All sponsors and partnerships will be paired up with the TikToks and the Facebooks and all the other social media content that we push out as well. If you do have a brand with us, if you want some more information, it is all on the brand new modified The B-Line Entertainment LLC.com. All the new information, pricing lists, as well as any other information that you need. Feel free to email the Beeline Entertainment LLC. All the contact information, all the shows as well. If you want to catch up from the very first show to right now, we have everything available on the website itself. You also can have the merch, man. If you want to find out what the merch is, let me tell you a little bit about it real quick. Let's go. People, make sure that you go ahead and check out the Beeline Entertainment Stuff and Things shop. We got all merchandise that you're looking for. Everything to promote the show. That's right, from hats to glasses to cups to sweatshirts to t-shirts, you name it. Boys, girls, babies, whoever wants to show off that they love watching the Beeline Entertainment LLC. We can't wait to see you in your brand new gear. Come on and check it out today. Let's go. Where the links? Yo, if y'all miss why I say where the links, where the links, bro. That's a heavy-handed conversation. But we're not gonna talk about that tonight. Yeah, I got some people in the room. They ain't no strangers to the show. We got a lot to talk about tonight because it's the very first day of the show of the year. So let's bring him in. Yo, without further ado, of course, we got my partner in crime. Yo, he's coming on. He's on the entertainment show with me. He comes on a lot of the web shows. Has a great mentality. He talks about a lot of stuff, kind of like the calmer to my rowdy wildness. But without further ado, the man from the A for Able podcast. It's my boy Cal. Eric, what up, Cal?
What's good? What's good?
Yeah, I feel good, man. You can tell, right?
Yeah, man. You got the energy
like
up.
1,000.
I feel it. I feel it, man.
Sir. Yeah, bro. Happy New Year, brother.
Happy New Year, bro. Happy New Year.
Man. Feels good to be back. Yo, we revamped. I took a lot of time during this little holiday break. And man, we've been working, bro. Got a whole new setup, whole new background. Everything is fresh and improved. How you been, man? How's everything been? How's the holiday?
Holiday was kind of up and down. I'm not gonna lie. It was good. It was good in one sense, but unfortunately, we had a death in the family. And
sorry to hear that, bro.
Yeah, and rest in peace to my cousin. His funeral. His funeral was today. I don't want to down the energy or anything, but
no problem. Yeah, that's life, man. Hey,
yeah,
shit happens, and you gotta talk about it. And hope everything's all good. Prayers to you and the fam, of course.
Thank you. Mm-hmm.
But good to see you though, bro. But listen, I don't want to stop there because we do have one more person in the room with us, and he was on for the last episode of the Beeline Web Show as well, and he's coming back. He's been on plenty of the episodes that we've had. My man getting revamped himself, starting it up, and seeing the flyers and the posters and his work all over the place. Yo, listen, we coming strong 2026. My man DJ Steady from Who They Want, baby. What up, DJ Steady?
Hey, what's happening, people? Great to be here with the family. Hey, Kyle, my condolences, my brother. Salute
Appreciate
to you.
It, bro. Appreciate that. But that new mic looks good, bro. That new mic looks good,
really
dude.
good.
Hell yeah.
Really
How's it
good,
feel,
bro?
Fantastic. Oh, I just got the SC3. Shout out to For Fine brand. Everything is For Fine over here right now. Free,
nice.
Just a free little shout out. Got the For Fine headphones. Just got those today. So yeah,
nice.
Elevating the game.
I gotta ask my brothers in podcasting though. Are y'all as obsessed with microphones and stuff as I am? I swear.
Yo, listen, I've been rocking with this mic right here for 5 years, maybe. I mean, I've wanted difference, but I've put, I guess, a lot of money in other things. So
yeah.
Yeah. So maybe not the mic, but the mic is important. So
I'm looking at new stuff, like new ways to revamp what I do on a regular basis because I'm helping people. So I'm like, okay, what are ways to improve? And now I catch myself like, oh wait, that's gonna hurt the wallet, man. That's gonna hurt the wallet.
Bro. Yeah, it can be cost efficient, but the crazy, here's one of the things that I learned. Just because it's a lot of money don't mean it's always the best product, bro. I'll tell you right now.
Facts.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of crap that I was like, man, I'm about to go spend 300 or sometimes you just get that weird feeling of like, hey, I just want to spend a lot so I know I'm getting good quality. That's not always the case, bro.
Nope.
Yeah, that shit'll break down.
Nope. Things look shiny and new, and then the next thing you know, they only last like what, a year?
That's right. If that, sometimes sometimes you get something out the package. Like, hey, listen, sometimes you want to know one of the crazy things that Brian B been dealing with? Yo, we got a stove, right? We got a stove on Thanksgiving. We were supposed to get a new stove. Our stove was jacked up. My daughter, we got one of those microwaves that is right over the stove or whatever. So she was taking a bowl of soup out of the microwave and spilled the whole bowl on top of the stove. So that's a stupid manufacturing flaw for people who do that. You never think about that. What if somebody spills stuff? But we didn't have a stove for a while. Like we were able to use like the top part, but it was kind of jacked up, so we had to keep lighting it and doing stuff. So we finally got a stove. We were trying to get it before Thanksgiving so that we can cook and everything. And the stove didn't work. You turn the oven on, it wouldn't get hot. It wouldn't work. So we was pissed. We were like, damn, we was waiting for this stove, and now we get it, and it don't work still. Bam! Guy comes in really fast. Hey, keep it on. Walks out the door. Guess what? New stove don't work. So we sitting there. It's like, damn, we sitting here, bro. It's like damn near like the middle, almost Christmas, bro. And stove don't work. We sitting there using air fryers and crock pots.
Wow.
And we sit here and go and finally get the guys to come in. They come in, bring a new stove. It's the same dude. same dude that delivered the other one. He puts it in, same kind of conversation. This time I'm like really paying attention. I'm like, yo, man, we want to make sure this is working. We want to make sure it's good. This stops, he puts it on. He says, yeah, just let us know if anything else happens. Blah, blah, blah. It's not everything was good. He had another guy come out and check the gas, check everything. Bro, tell me how right now the stove ain't working. Brand new one.
Are you serious?
This is number 3.
Wow.
I don't know if it's something with on our side. I mean, it's very rare that you go through like appliance after appliance after appliance. Like at some either it's me or it's people who are doing it. And since it's been the same guy, it's just not looking too good on his part. But yo, bro, we struggling over here, yo.
Deducting stuff from his paycheck. All three of those attempts. Jeez.
You know what? This is a good conversation. Let's start it off here too, because it's really interesting, bro. When you're dealing with customer service and you have those people where it's like, I don't know if you guys are like me, but do you read them? Like when you're dealing with somebody, especially when you like really need something, like, hey, listen, I don't need to just walk into Walmart and just read the price tags. I actually need some information. I need a little bit of professionalism. Like, and then you get the person who is there, to assist you with that. And you read them and you're like, this guy don't look like he give a damn about his job. Like, he's looking at his watch and like, oh, yeah, I ain't going to be here all day.
Yeah.
How do you guys react to that? Like, do you guys find yourselves like, you walk into a place like, hey, man, I need some information on this cell phone that I'm trying to get. I need some help. I don't want somebody who's like, 5 minutes from waiting for their break or something like that. Like, Cal, give me a story. You got something, or you got like, how you feel about that?
I've worked like I think the two out of 3 of us have worked in customer service for a considerable amount of time. I've worked in grocery stores. I was a receptionist. But like I remember going to Walmart and I'm looking for I'm in the electronics section. That's my place, right?
Oh yeah.
I'm in the electronics section. I'm looking for a chip reader, right? Usually in modern laptops, a lot of chip readers are already, installed on the laptop, right? Yeah. But I've gotten ones that were like separate before, and I really needed one for this project. So I go to the electronics section. I meet one of my boys from high school, and we still hang out from time to time, and nobody knows what a chip reader is. As soon as I told them, oh, I need something to read my SD card. I called it a chip reader or a SD reader, and they're like, what the heck is that? And I'm like, y'all are like, there was a couple of them that were younger than me, and then others were my age. I'm like, how do y'all not know this?
Yeah, like, it's kind of old technology now, believe it or not.
I know. But like me, I keep a few on hand just in case. I keep stuff on hand just in case. But it's like, okay, so is it me or is it or is it you? Because I understand that what I'm using is old by today's standards, but the stuff is still being sold.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's
still
still
being knowledge at least.
Walmart is still, dude. I kid you not. Walmart still sells VCRs.
They do. And some of them, some of them still have VCRs. They have like an old school section. Like it's a small section in some stores, but yeah.
Who do you know?
Bunny ears, everything.
Who do you know in 2025, 2026 wants a VCR? But then there are collectors. There are nostalgia heads like ourselves. You know what I'm saying? But that's a very niche market. So when I saw that there was a section for VCRs and VHS tapes, the blank tapes, I was like, hold on a second, this is outdated technology. How in the world are you still costing $150?
They also got vinyls and record players. That's even crazier than VCRs. That goes back even further than that.
True, but vinyl made a comeback. Yeah, and the vinyl made a comeback before the 2010s. Like they started. Like they never really went anywhere. They were still circulating. But now they've made a major comeback, and people are, they want to get record players. They don't want to just have everything on digital. Some artists are only selling stuff exclusively on vinyl. So they still have a vinyl just like fashion. It made a comeback.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah, definitely did. How about you, Stead? Did you I know you just bought a whole bunch of new equipment and stuff like that. Like, are you always kind of paying attention? Because it's very easy to go ahead and need something, and especially when you're spending money and you need assistance. And a lot of times you kind of don't find that now, bro. People expect you to use your phone. Hey, just go to the app and you
Yeah.
can scan it yourself and figure everything out. You ever run
Right.
into stuff like that?
Of course, in my, me, I just also got new Wi-Fi, like my own personal Wi-Fi installed through AT&T, and going through those things like you said, because I hate getting the foreigners that don't speak a link of English for what you're
Yeah,
trying to get done,
harder
and
to
they trying to
talk, man.
fast
I
talk
promise
you like, how can I help you? Okay, we're gonna send a ticket in. Somebody will contact you within a week, and I'm like, bruh, I need it done today, not next
for
week.
real. For real, man. Yeah. Yeah. That instant is also another thing. Like, talking about going into stores. That was another thing that I was noticing this holiday season. Like, I was really paying attention to just like shopping, like, and I was like
Mhm.
trying to look at some different things. I've recently really been involved with enjoying like my tablets and apps and stuff like that. Like my wife,
Mhm.
she likes to play older games on like the PlayStation and stuff like that. We got a PS5 and she'll play more than me. And she got like Mass Effect and she likes like those games like Assassin's Creed and stuff like that. And it's like I like older games too. Like I'll go and play like old school Resident Evil. I'll even go back to like Sega and stuff like that. So I like playing ROMs. I like playing like modded stuff that you can go ahead and add like the cheats and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Bro, I'll
man.
play all day.
I want to get some of those modded consoles, dog.
Yo, it's
I am
so much
so.
fun, bro. It's so much fun. But I was just noticing like, when we were kids, we used to play with action figures, you know what I'm saying? At least, a lot of us used to play action figures. You play with different toys. They had a lot of different toys, were huge in the 90s and stuff like that.
Yep.
But it's like now, I go into like the kids, the toy section every now and then just to kind of, nostalgia and
Mhm.
just remember your childhood. Yo, one action figure is $20, bro. I don't care who it is. Like one wrestler, you can't get a wrestler without getting another wrestler, bro, because you gotta
Yeah.
wrestle somebody, bro.
You gotta.
So it's
You
like
can't.
$40, like $40 for two wrestlers, and then you
Yep.
gotta get the ring. That's $30. So you just spent $70 on two. You know how many wrestlers there are?
Everything went up. Everything went up, man. Inflation is real.
Yeah, bro, it's
No,
crazy.
know?
But it's
seriously.
just I don't care about going into stores and stuff anymore, man. But even when I shop online, it's it's to a weird point now where I guess because all these algorithms and stuff like that are trying to figure you out all the time, it
Mm-hmm.
keeps showing you like repetitive stuff.
Yep.
So it's like you can't really get an understanding of something that may be new or like something that maybe you haven't heard of before or seen before because it keeps showing you like things that they think you'll like.
Yep.
So it's like, I don't know, everything's just getting complicated, bro.
Oh man, they're putting ads and everything, bro. They want to start
Bro,
putting. They want to put ads. They want to put ads in your car, dude.
listen,
Like
man.
you in the mid, you parked somewhere. They're gonna show you an ad to a restaurant. They're gonna show you they're gonna show you an ad to an electronic, to something, to something new. They're gonna show you an ad to a YouTube video. It's all ads,
Crazy,
bro.
bro.
It's
Oh,
crazy world. Crazy world.
Really crazy. Hey, yo, let's kick this show off
yep.
with kick the show off. We 20 minutes in, kick the show off. But let's kick off with I do got some segments. If we hit them, honestly.
Let's
But
go.
I wanted to say with Stead, yo, welcome back, Stead. Now, like we said, you just got a new mic. I can tell the setup's different. It looks like you're gaming up. So what do you got going on? Like, what's some big plans you have for this year? Like, you have a whole schedule started, or are you just kind of winging it day to day?
Absolutely. Thank you for that question. Look at me trying to new mic who this. But yeah. But, nah, well, I'm working on the whole new brand thing, after spending four hard working years as who they want, now rebranding as Rocksteady Media Network. It's been really
Mm,
exciting. I feel like this one is the one, you know what I'm saying? Like trial and error. But I feel like right now everything has got the golden ticket. I got several new shows lined up coming to my platform. I'm also managing and hosting shows. Like Handicap and Shield will now be on my label. So you know what I'm saying? I'm feeling like I'm about to be like the Dr. Dre Suge Knight of this podcast industry, and
Hey,
the
man.
name stays home.
That's what's up. Yeah, I've been seeing the posters and the flyers and stuff like that. So I'm like, I can see you working hard. There was somebody who posted something in a group. I used to see her post all the time, but she recently just posted and she was like, "Hey, where's all the podcasters at?" And I've been saying stuff like that too, like, just kind of like, damn, I don't see as many people as like we used to. But there's still a good amount of people that are still doing it, man. It's like when she made that post, like you saw a whole bunch of different people. I started looking at their pages and stuff. And it's like, damn, like you really do have to everyday grind to make yourself be known, because it's easy for your shit to get lost in the ether of everything.
Absolutely, especially if you take a break.
I
would take like years break because depression. You know what I'm saying?
Got you. Yeah.
Next thing you know, the algorithm's like, oh yeah, remember the numbers you were getting when you first started? Well, people are moving on, bro. It's you know.
That's a rough field, man. Kyle, I see you too, man. I saw your episode you just pushed. I think I try to push all of your stuff on the entertainment group so everybody can see it. But how you liking coming back, bro?
Man, look, let me tell you something. One thing, and I don't usually make New Year's resolutions.
Yeah.
I made one this year, and that's to be more consistent with the stuff I create. You know what I mean? Because A for Able, like people are actually, like, earlier today, one of my cousins that I didn't even know would listen to my stuff was like, keep doing it. I like you. I like what you're doing. It's important. It's important. You guys are sharing my stuff. My girlfriend is sharing my stuff. My mother is always giving me some sort of of course, mom's gonna support her baby boy, but still she actually watches my stuff. It's not even just like, oh, I'm gonna support him because he's my son. I'm showing it to she pumps me up with, like, when she's doing her podcast, I get love too. It's like, oh yeah, Kai on A for Able, check him out today. Today they talked about because they like the content I produce. And now I'm like, you know what? I'm really thinking about bringing my nerdy stuff back. That's on the Brain ENT, and that was my baby. That was what started me doing podcasting in the first place. It's just me nerding out about stuff. A for Able is a bit more serious, as you can tell. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. That's why I enjoy having you on the entertainment show, because when we're on there, that's the same thing like you just said with entertainment show, even with the wrestling show. The wrestling show is a little bit more challenging sometimes, because there's sometimes straight up where I'm not feeling wrestling, and I'm like, damn, I still kind of got to talk about this, because of course the wrestling is more, it's so like together, like, that's that specific field.
Yeah,
but it's like when I don't feel like talking about it because it's ass or something going on, I feel like I have to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? But entertainment,
keep the brand up.
Yeah, exactly. The entertainment show is like you can find anything, bro. Like you're always going to, and trust me, this Thursday, bro, man, there's so much between Stranger Things and just other things that have came out. Yeah, it's gonna be a really good show on Thursday. But all the movies that are coming out too this year, we're gonna have a lot to talk about. But I feel you there, bro. It's a lot of fun talking about what you want to talk about, especially when you don't got to be boxed in. Here's another good thing. Instead, with you coming back and you're saying you got a bunch of different shows, Kyle, you just kind of introduced that you want to get back to your shows and things like that. How do you guys feel about, especially now where everybody's basically trying to keep you in your audience? Like, hey, listen, who do you talk to? Like, I kind of hate that question. Like, who's your audience? Everybody. Like, I've got specific people. Like, I want everybody to hear this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, why do I have to have, like, a specific category of who I'm talking to? Like, I want everybody to hear this shit. Yeah. But it seems like the algorithm is kind of trying to make you kind of have an audience. I can post something about wrestling in TikTok and get 1,000 fucking views, like in an hour. But if I post anything outside of that, you can forget about it. It's like 100 maybe.
It gets buried. It gets absolutely buried. But YouTube is all YouTube. I feel especially. Hey, babe. She's always
it wasn't planned.
Look, that was not planned, but we all matching tonight.
Oh yeah. I had I forgot my sweater upstairs, so I threw this on. Yo, don't let this fool you, Brian B. I've been losing weight, yo. This thing is just super big, but I've dropped a lot of weight.
Is that Echo Unlimited? I haven't seen Echo in ages.
I found this. It was in I think it was in like a Burlington or something like that, and I grabbed. It was 2 of them. They were like $15. I was like, listen, bro,
stay less.
Yep, I'll be chilling in these, but yeah, but yo, happy New Year, Ty. Hope everything's well with you.
Man.
But yeah, how do you guys feel about like the algorithm? Like, you feel like pigeonholed, like you have to stay in one category, or are you trying to break out?
Screw algorithms. Before this was all of okay, I'm not gonna say okay. We're old. I'm just gonna say this, okay? When entertainment for us, it was an engaging thing because we were talking to each other in real time.
Yeah.
And a lot of times in the same room.
That's right.
Or just a few blocks down, or like over the phone or whatever. Now you gotta appease people from around the world, and I love having having an audience. I don't care if it's like 1% in London and like 2% in Canada, 5% in Korea. Shout out to all of y'all. But having to appease basically a program that tells people what to like. Oh, you like this episode of A for Abled where they talked about cerebral palsy. You might like this new episode of this. But what if I want to listen to the Beeline? We're not going to recommend you the Beeline because you weren't watching the Beeline this week. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
What the heck is going on? Like, people change. I was a channel flipper growing up.
So was I.
Bro. You know what I'm saying? I was a channel flipper growing up. My sister and I used to argue all the time. Oh, like we're watching one show together. Next thing you know, commercial, and I'm on to the next show.
To the next one.
And then I missed like 5 minutes of the previous one because the commercials are done.
You get so caught up in the next show.
Yeah, no, go Stan, because this is an interesting conversation. I didn't know we was gonna have this topic right here.
Nah, man, and that's what he's talking about when you talk about not being pigeonholed. It's like you got to look at the generations we grew up in. We always had a diverse group of friends. It wasn't never about being a popular kid. I never hung out with like the football players and the cheerleading squad. Like I hung out, and my table was everybody's at the table. It wasn't just one particular person. But in the field of content creation, just to drop this and I'll pass the mic. I just decided the other day they don't like the niche that I'm in because they want to pigeonhole me. I'll just drop a bunch of podcasts that cover all the niches.
There you go. Yeah.
There you go.
And that's kind of like how they try to make it seem like what you have to do, because one of the topics I was going to talk about today, but I felt like we can get to it another time. But since we're kind of in the realm, a lot of people are coming out and saying like, hey man, it's a lot harder to be a content creator now and just get paid for it. Like, you've heard so much about people who literally have turned this into a profession. They've been able to quit their jobs, change their lives. I mean, with a crazy amount of money that you're able to make from just enjoying, man. We've seen so many different trends and stupid stuff to crazy stuff. Everybody remembers that damn, I'm a robot, blah, 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 tell me what to do and give me flowers and I'm smelling them. That shit was crazy, bro. But the people got paid. They got paid. To sit there and be ridiculous. And they were in their house and they did what they wanted to do. And who are we to say that, oh, these people are crazy? They're not crazy. They made a crazy amount of money. Yeah, they reacted to a popular trend. But now it's like, I think because of all of that, I don't know if these companies just are, it's overflowing. You know what I'm saying? Like whenever something gets too much, that's when it starts to dull down. That's when it gets watered down. So now it's like, it doesn't seem like they're getting paid as much. So now the market's starting to die down. But here's this is the good news in that I don't hear people talking about enough, because everybody's just crying, I don't get paid on TikTok like I used to. Check it out, bro. Once all those people who were jumping on the damn bandwagon that was away from the actual content creators who were really trying to make this shit, they're all going away. And when they all go away, the people who are left who are still swimming are going to be the ones who are really going to be marketed. So that's the reason why it's like you said, Kyle, one of the biggest things that I'm doing this year is my consistency. I think I've always been at maybe like a 65. And I say that like in a positive way, because I got a lot going on, but I allow myself to, oh man, I don't really feel like doing the show. Nah, like my consistency is going from a 65 to at least like a 90. Like this, it's gonna take a fucking hurricane to stop me from doing my 3 shows a week this year, bro. I want to close out this year doing every single show that I advertise and promote. So I'm telling y'all right now, like I got rockets strapped to my ass, and I hope that God willing, I can just be healthy and available and to do what I want to do, man. Because I want to be here when the ships sink and all the fakeness goes away, the AI shit and all that stuff. When it leaves, I want to be the person still. Oh yeah, y'all ain't here no more, huh? I'm here. My shit's still here. Stan's still here, and Kyle's still here. Yo. Let's take this shit over, bro.
Man,
I'm excited, man.
You know what? I gotta give it up to you, man, because I see you grinding. I see you every day having like you have something motivational in the morning. You have like something entertainment rise in the afternoon. You have something random, like something random later on. Something's gonna catch. You know what I'm saying? Like
my wife too. She started. She's doing this stuff with her kid, with her kid, with our kids. Yeah, she's making my baby famous, and I'm sitting there, and her channel on TikTok, man, is blowing the fuck up. I'm like, what are you doing?
But bro, me and my friend just built websites. I built the RocksteadyMediaNetwork.com. She's building, Mistress that we got Museum of Mistresses. Like well building has become a new wave under my niche of like I'm doing stuff. And like Kyle was saying, bro, big ups to you. Like look at you in the span of 6 years. You know what I'm saying? To be on episode 151. And you got to think about what 2 out of those, like going on 6 years, we was working heavy with a guy who shall not be named, trying to get something to help improve the brand. And then we came to the conclusion we didn't need them. It was us the whole time.
For real. Yeah. But I think that's that blinding shit when you want something so bad, it's just like, and you really are, that almost speaks more to our character and less on the people who, kind of prey on that, because it's always going to be that, bro, in this industry. I grew up in this industry. I wish I grew up in like the wealthier side of it, but I definitely grew up in this industry and understood a lot about the people who are invested in this. It's easy to be fake and profitable. That's the worst part about this shit. It's easy to be talentless and successful, which is crazy. But it's just like you can fake your way into success in this business. That's why it's so promising. You don't have to be somebody with the show. You have to find somebody with the show that you can latch on to and find a purposeful service, I guess, to to try to offer that person who is the talented one, who is the productive one, who is the hard worker. And that's what a lot of people are in this industry, bro. And that's why I'm saying, like, right now we're in a change. We're in a what the hell is it called? Like a huge evolving, time place with this podcasting and content creation. There's a lot of people who are about to leave this shit. There's people who are leaving technology altogether, bro.
Oh yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot to handle because now we also have to compete with AI slop, and it's not even just making content on one platform. You can have an AI make a podcast for you. You can have an AI make a whole album for you. And while all that is, entertaining and, in one sense, I will never say it's not entertaining because you can learn from it. But it's also kind of, people are like, I'm seeing more ads for AI stuff now Oh, it's like,
Yeah,
oh, I'm sick and tired of making clips. So I'm gonna rely on an AI program to do it for me. I do that, but I also like making clips myself. You know what I'm saying?
for sure.
So
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I don't. So I can't say I don't use AI in any sense because I do, but I don't completely rely on it. I'm
yeah,
not dependent on it to do what I need what I want to do. But I can see I can see I can see its purpose. I
it's
can see how
benefit. Yeah,
I can see its benefit. I can see its
yeah.
benefit. I can also see how people are going to the dark side with it. I know we'll talk about that in a later at a later time. But seriously, it is a very like now with AI being the way it is. Like, did you see what happened with YouTube getting rid of all those AI channels
A lot of places are. Yeah, there's a
and
lot of it's because
Spotify and it's like
people are getting tired and when I say people, me included, I'm
yep.
tired of turning on whether it be TikTok or Facebook and seeing all these stupid videos, and I'm just like, it's confusing because I don't
Mm-hmm,
know if what anybody says. Like it really is to a point where you have a bunch of different ones. You got
mm-hmm,
ones
Right.
that are like, hey, that's obviously fake. There's other ones where it's like you watch it for a little bit and you gotta, oh, that is fake, and then you figure it
mm-hmm.
out. And
Yep.
then you got ones that are really, wait a minute, is this shit real? I saw one with like a lion and
Yeah.
a gorilla or something like that. And at first I was just looking at it and I was like, what the hell is this? Like whenever I see something too awkward,
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
brain immediately goes into, okay, this is probably fake.
Mm-hmm.
But then it's like, but is it? And then I would start watching it and then I see a couple of things happen. Like, okay, yeah, it really was fake. But that's the depth. If it's tricking you even for a couple of seconds, that's too real for comfort.
There you
Because
go.
some people don't pay our attention spans don't pay attention that hard anymore.
No.
We're too quick minded. So it's like, if I got to take time and really, if I'm not doing it, there's a lot of other people who are just looking at the lion just killed this girl in her house and shit. Where the fucking girl get a lion from? Like, it's difficult, like but people are. My point is, people. I think people are kind of getting tired of it, yo. I think already
Mm-hmm.
it's just started. I think people are like, whenever something's too fake, it's unenjoyable. Yeah, it was fun at the beginning, but now everything is this. Okay, come on.
Yeah.
Where's realness at again? Ain't nobody want that fake shit.
Yeah. It's like when we were like, okay, like I still till this day enjoy T-Pain, right? Like T-Pain, I enjoy T-Pain. I have like a lot of I have some of his stuff on it. Now also, people didn't think because of his gimmick with the auto tune, people didn't think he could actually sing without it.
Yeah,
Then
he
it
can.
took it took it took him to do like like an online special where he was singing his hits, no auto tune. People were like, "Oh, that's really him."
Mm,
But before that, before that, everybody was stealing his flow. Basically, they just started adding auto tune to everything, and they
yeah.
blamed him for the state of R&B in the early 2000s. So
Don't
it's
do that. It was Usher. It was Usher. He
it was,
publicly said it.
but Usher did it. Jay-Z did it. It was so like
Yeah, there was a
other
They
lot
got
of
people.
people.
attacked
Auto
too.
tune was taking over that
Auto tune was taking
whole
over. Now,
2000 what 5 or whatever it was.
yeah,
Like
like 2000,
04 to like
Yeah,
2003 to about 2010.
Jamie
because
Foxx. There was
Kanye
so
was
many
using
people.
it.
It was
Wayne
so
got
many.
into it.
And now we have AI, which is diluted auto tune. Because if you listen to the voices, right? AI voices, they all sound like they want to be auto tune, but it's just not on the setting they want.
Mm,
It's just like very robotic and just like, okay,
Yeah.
guys,
Yeah.
this is getting to be too much. After you
yeah,
almost got me a few times, but no.
bro. Listen, yeah, I've heard there's an AI version of Alicia Keys, the If I Ain't Got You, and they
Yeah.
did it. It was a soulful version.
The
Lem
soulful
bro,
music.
it is so
I am mad
damn
at
good.
myself for liking some of that. I am
It
mad
is so, bro. It's and let me just be straight up. It's almost like 10 times better than the Alicia Keys version. I'm telling you right now. And there's a couple. There's a Motown version of the Lose Yourself from
Yeah.
Eminem.
Yep.
It is so damn good. It's
there's
scary.
a 1950s soul version of Wu-Tang. There's there's one, of course, the 50 Cent ones where he like the ones where they turn his stuff country or soulful. The soulful stuff, you notice the soulful stuff gets, to me, the soulful stuff gets the most views. I don't know.
Because Ludacris Move Bitch is now rising up the charts.
Woo, but for real though, but it's smooth. It's like
it's smooth.
It's so well done that when somebody sings a song, like let's take Britney Spears. Here's an interesting conversation I never thought we were talking about tonight. Let's take Britney Spears. She sings a song, okay? Can she sing? Technically, yeah, she can probably sing a little bit. She got a voice, I guess. But when you hear Britney Spears sing, it's not captivating. Somebody with soul, like an Aretha Franklin or a Jennifer Hudson, or these people who just have it like in their bellow, like a Donny Hathaway, like these guys who just have fat women in church. I'm sorry, the fat black aunts in church.
Look,
let me tell you,
they raised us. They raised us.
Another world.
Okay,
straight up.
What you're just describing, they raised us. Okay,
yeah, man. Oh yeah, fat armed aunts. I know. I got a bunch.
And
everybody got quiet right there, like, oh shit.
Like real quick.
Don't talk about mine.
Just tread lightly, nephew.
Please.
Yo, all right, let's rock and roll, guys. Let's get into I got what topics we got today. Yo, listen, Beeline, we're coming back. I wanted to say this. I said this on the last episode. We are bringing back Talking with Strangers this year. Talking with Strangers is when I'm going to just meet people, and I'm going to just meet them real quick and say, hey, listen, you want to come on the show? You want to come on the show? Okay, cool. Bam. They're going to come on the show, and they're going to talk about what they want to talk about. That's just where it's going to be at. But that's not today. We also got different segments we're going to try to do, and one of them is Weekly Hot Takes. That's right. Now, with hot takes, it probably should be called Hot Topics because it's going to be more like topics. It's not always going to be hot takes. Hot takes are usually like an opinion you have that really doesn't match the rest of the majority. But in this situation, we're kind of going with hot topics. Now, I'm going to get right into the brass tacks of this. There's usually 3, but we're going to rock and roll. We're having a really good conversation. Let's talk about this right here. Awareness and safety. All right, guys. So I'm going to play a video. First, I'm going to ask you guys a question because I got to find it and let you guys talk about it. But I'm going to play a video and we're going to talk about it. And I want to talk about this subject that I probably talked about a lot on the show. But I'm glad I got a panel because we're going to talk about how it relates to you guys in your own way and see how we kind of match up or whatever. But while I wait for that, Kyle and Stead, you guys have known each other for a while.
Yeah, about we met each other in the thick of COVID.
So right around 4 years. Yeah, 6 years. 6 years. How have you guys enjoyed watching each other's success? Let's go ahead and start there and let you guys kind of powwow about that.
Bro, okay, listen. Steady, I used to tell Steady that he was doing too much at one time. Like, because he when him and I and a couple of our partners were doing the Who They Want stuff, right? He had a show every day. He had a show on every day. There was and it wasn't just us talking. It was interviews. Correct. It was it was like panel discussions. The whole the
event
whole
hosting,
nine.
You name it, I booked it.
That's it. And but I tell people, like, I don't underestimate Stead and the people that he knows or the people that we know, because when they say, oh, I got so and so on the show, I believe them because I got to talk to them. One of the biggest events we did was a few years ago. We live streamed a fashion show from Atlanta. And we live streamed a fashion show for like 6 hours, dude. And
that's awesome.
And the only thing that sucked was the hotel that the fashion show was being held in, their internet was being eaten up because everybody was on their phones.
Yeah, oh yeah. Bandwidth probably tapping out.
Yeah.
That's
but
awesome, man.
I
like
love it.
it's like Stead was always on it. I was a little jealous. I'm gonna be honest, because
Yeah.
yeah, I was a little jealous because he had the nerve to talk to people that I never thought I could reach out to, and he just did
Mm.
it.
Yeah.
Or like when he got that interview with Tommy Chong, I was like,
Mm.
both of y'all got interviews with Tommy Chong on
Yeah.
your resume. You can say that. You know what I'm saying? And it's like one of these days I want to be at that level. How did he get him to say yes? I get that that's it's also a generational thing, but people know who Tommy Chong is. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And
Yeah.
you get to pick his brain and see what it was like with with him doing the early Cheech and Chong stuff and what he's doing
Yeah.
today. And it's like, dude, really? That's an OG right there, and you got to talk to him? What? You know?
Right.
So yeah,
It's always
Yeah.
been a level of mutual respect for one another's creative inputs. You know what I'm
mhm,
saying? It was never no hate bashing. It was
absolutely not.
always, hey, bro, what do you think about this subject matter? Or, him giving a few topics or some music songs that I may have never been introduced to. So we kind of collaborated with the same interest points. And even when I was down, he would call and say, hey, bro, this is not me calling about podcasts. I'm just calling as a brother to see how are
Yeah.
you doing mentally. So we always had that brotherhood as we built up. And
Yeah,
not even to exclude you, Beeline. Like the same way he talks about me is like how I looked at what you was doing. You get up and you promote from the crack of dawn to the next crack of dawn, all gas, no brakes. And I go, I gotta be like that. I gotta push because you have to push. It's about breaking the algorithm.
Yeah.
You
yeah,
It
know,
really is, man.
I don't look
It's
for
hard
numbers no
to
more.
too.
I'm just looking at putting my mark on that map. So when
Absolutely.
they scroll the algorithm and they be like, oh, I clicked this page, now all I see is Rocksteady Media Network. Yeah,
That's
I'm
right.
here
mhm,
to stay.
And I was
yep,
actually that was actually what I wanted to say. What you were talking about a little bit, Kyle, because it's interesting, bro. That perspective of oh man, look, that's Tommy Chong. Oh man, look, that's this guy. I didn't have that when I first started this. I didn't think about that. I didn't even care about that.
mhm.
When I first started this, you know what I wanted to do? I wanted to talk. I
You just
wanted to
wanted to
talk
talk.
about whatever the hell I wanted to talk about. That's what I wanted. I always wanted to have a talk show when I was younger, and
Yep,
I wanted everybody to hear my perspective. I got my motivation from listening to people like Joe Rogan and different things like that, or
Okay.
just having like a situation happen and then
yep,
be like, man, what did Joe Rogan think about this? Oh, this is crazy. I want to hear what Joe said about this. That's where I started getting it. I wanted people to feel that same way about me. I want to be able
mhm,
to be like, oh shit, George Floyd just happened. What did Brian B got to say about that? Man, he probably got some crazy shit to say about that. That's how I wanted my shit to be. And
mhm,
it's weird because until I met old guy or whatever, I wasn't thinking about, oh, I can get, The Rock on my show and all this other shit. And when it was happening, I guess I kind of got lost in that. I kind of got
yep,
lost in that, like, oh, people are gonna watch my show because Tommy Chong's. Fuck, listen, no disrespect, he was an awesome guy. But I was
Right.
about to say something really bad right now, because on some real shit, I'm pretty sure he
Yeah.
probably laughed, but I'm not doing this, and I never started doing this, and I hate that I even got close to that. Oh man, I gotta find a celebrity to talk to. I gotta find anybody. I don't give a fuck. I I found I love doing this shit by myself. I can just come
mhm,
on and talk about what the fuck I want. And that's where it was like, I really understand why I'm doing this. I want this audience to fall in love with me. I want this
mhm,
audience to be like, I love the Beeline, what it represents. Why I watch it is because I love the ideas that this person have, or the people that are on have. I love the people that the unity that they have. And that was the shit that started driving me, bro. That's why as soon as we got done with that situation, I really understood. And shout out to my wife, because she was like the main one who was constantly telling me, but I had tunnel vision. I was like, nah, these guys got this. You gonna hook this up. I need this right now. We starting off, bro. I don't give a damn about talking to celebrities, man. No
mhm,
disrespect. I still will. But I'm not
Right.
doing this just so I can find, I got to talk to Joe Rogan someday. Just Martin Lawrence. Martin Lawrence has a Facebook page, and I'm pretty sure it's handlers that are handling it and stuff like that. But it's very active, and it's very kind of personal. Like he posts a lot of stuff about the show and stuff like that or whatever. And like I said, it's probably handlers, but it's very active. And every now and then, I'll kind of throw him into the group. I'll kind of throw stuff that he's talking about. I'll send a comment. And I am just hoping, like one day, I'm no bullshit at all. I was gonna send him a comment on his page that probably ain't even his, and say, "Yo, Marty Marr, you want to jump on the show tonight?" And just see what happens.
Let's see what happens.
Why not? With him or without him, I'm going to do a show, and I'm going to feel great about my show.
Right.
So that's why I'm saying, Kyle. It's like it's weird, man. Because when I heard you say that, it's like I get what you mean, and it's just like I hate the fact that I thought, oh man, I can't wait to get this guy on my show so my show can fuck. I've been calling out to Bret Hart and Ric Flair. Bret Hart, we coming for you. I'm been calling. Bret Hart don't never come on my fucking show. Hey, listen, I love you, Bret, but I don't need you. I'm not doing it so my show can be popular. I'm doing it because I want to talk to you.
Yeah,
so
that's it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Sometimes it's like, you know what it is. Like I used to be obsessed with numbers. Like I used to be I used to be obsessed with numbers. I used to be obsessed with charts because there was a time where I was like, you know, especially when I had to quit my normal jobs, I was like, this is all I got. I started getting into that weird rabbit hole of kind of desperation. So when I was doing stuff with my friends and I didn't see them promoting the shows, we were just doing it for fun. Like 1 minute we're talking about Godzilla, next minute we're talking we're talking about another show we're watching. Next minute we're talking about family life and all that stuff, right? They still supported me, but it was like and we loved doing what we were doing. But I was like, how come I'm the only one out here promoting? What's going on? And I realized something. I'm thinking about this as a potential career job or whatever. They got families to support. They can't wait for, they can't, just wait for stuff to happen. So it's like, okay, I had to sit myself down and just relax. And
it was a reality, yeah.
It was a hard reality because like my rent was going up, bills were coming in, I didn't have a regular income anymore. So it was like, okay, so what am I gonna do? Am I gonna do what I like to do, which is grind or whatever, or come up with new topics to talk about while the algorithm is like, oh, this isn't. I felt like the algorithm didn't think I was dumb enough because I'm coming up with subjects like, oh, okay, 1 minute we're talking about racial injustice in entertainment. We're talking about we're talking about what it's like in the education system. We're talking about and then we'll talk about anime and sex dolls with AI. That one got views because sex dolls with AI. But it was like, so because I'm not talking about anything dumb or doing any of these dumb challenges, the algorithm is burying me. Okay, I see. Yeah. I see what's happening. Now it's like, oh, hold on. I've met great friends doing what I'm doing. They're helping me. I'm helping them. And plus, podcasting found the love of my freaking life. So you know what?
That's right.
I'm good. I'm good with whatever now.
For real, man.
I know. Mm-hmm.
Enjoy it for what it is, man. That's it. At the end of the day, that's really what it's all about. I personally made this a business. I love it. Stead, you made it a business. Honestly, Kyle, you made it a business. Like, it's not defined by how much money you're pulling in. It's not defined by how much. I mean, successful is how it works for you. Mm-hmm. If you're able to be successful in a way where you're like, man, I'm able to do this, I can get paid for it too. Well, that's incredible. But like you said, man, I had a job that I was supposed to get at the beginning. Damn, we talking some real shit. Fuck everything else. Sorry, guys. I thought I was going to talk about a different story. We'll get there another time. But I had a job at the beginning of this year, guys. I had a job that I was supposed to get or whatever. I had got it right before Christmas. And right after Christmas, they sent an email saying, "Hey, the client that you're supposed to be starting for, they're actually not ready yet. We're gonna push the date back." This is craziest shit I've ever heard, bro. I'm sitting there like,
they're not ready for you. They're like,
they're not ready for the, yes. I guess so. We had a start date. It was supposed to be on. It was actually supposed to be today. Today was supposed to be the first day,
oh
but
wow.
they kicked it back and they said that they weren't ready yet, so they're looking to maybe start closer towards the end of the month. To tell somebody that who's looking for a job, and there was a whole bunch of people I was there with too, like that left with the same piece of paper I left with the day I went. To tell people that who are waiting for a position to start, first of all, job hunting sucks. So if you
Facts.
find something and then you get something like, where it's like, oh, I got something, I'm good. Yes, this date I'll start, blah, blah, blah. You start mapping out, you start setting your situation up. You're eating your last ham sandwich and shit. Like, oh man, I'm going to start working in a couple of days. And then you get that call. It could be devastating, right?
Yeah.
For me, 4 kids, a wife, a dog. I'm in the house. I didn't give a fuck. I didn't care. I literally, when I got that call, I was actually relieved. I was like, not because I don't want to work, not because I don't want to work, but because this is my business. Like, this is what I'm doing. My wife, I'm keeping it dead ass real with y'all right now, yo. My wife just quit her fucking job. My wife is not working. My wife today made like $300 fucking dollars, yo. Just doing her side hustle shit. I'm making money doing side hustle shit in my business. A big part of this shit is you have to escape that normal mentality, which is the hardest fucking thing to do because it's super scary to leave what you know. But when you do and you figure out what you need, usually in my experience, you're able to get it way better than what you were doing before when you were wasting your fucking time. If you're a worker, it's not for everybody, but if you're somebody who knows how to get that shit done, you can get out there and say, hey man, I got to make $150. How am I going to do this shit? And then next thing you know, it's just little things here and there. You're like, wait a minute, what did you do? You did that? Oh, I got to do this. Oh, this guy's over here. Oh, I got a loan. Hold on. Next thing you know, you walking in the house. Yeah, how much you make? Oh, all right, we'll put that to this. We'll do this. It's crazy as hell, bro. But that's how it starts, man. After that happens, then it just kind of piles up, and then you start getting this confidence, and then you're like, listen, I don't even want a job. I don't want a job. I want a business.
You want a business? Yeah.
Bro, that's crazy, yo.
That's both my parents. They would grind till the wheels fell off. You know what I'm saying? Like my dad, both my parents had blue collar jobs. My mom was in the salon. She worked customer service a good chunk of her life. My dad had, I don't know how many, working in factories, DJing on the side, all of that. Then he ended up becoming a cop. Still hard work. Different jobs, still hard work, but he was still doing something that he actually liked to do with the DJing and the party planning and stuff like that. My mother, she started, she started from the time she was 9 years old doing people's hair, got her license right out of high school, went for like apprenticeships in other salons, and then hooked up her own from the basement up until she got enough money to get a space downtown and in town, and then had a space to grow for the next, like, it was like, what, she just closed her shop in 2019, right before COVID even started. She's like, all I want to do is rent a chair. That's it. She rented a chair for a while, everything shut down. She's like, look, she already got her health business going, and now that's what she's focused on.
Look at that, bro.
Big up.
Yep. All the way from the normal societal shit, bro. Go every day, be stuck in traffic, punch a clock, get home, go to sleep. Listen, y'all. Have 3 hours maybe to yourself to do anything. Wake up 7 o'clock in the morning. Try to eat some breakfast real fast. Get dressed. Do this. to rush to traffic, maybe get a car accident, maybe see a car. Bro, the reality of, and I know we've had this conversation. Sorry, I always clarify this shit, but I know we've had this conversation probably a million times. But the reality of just, I think it's also a part of getting older too. Like you kind of have to have that understanding. If you did it, like if you're somebody who just really didn't do too much or doesn't do too much, then you may, start late. But I've been working my ass off for years, man. I've had 2 jobs, 3 jobs, working night. I tell my son all the time. I got a picture on Facebook with bloodshot red eyes where I was working at Home Depot and I was working at Target and I was working overnight at Home Depot. And it was one day I did a night shift at Target, overnight at Home Depot, got out of Home Depot, slept in the car for like 3 hours before I went into Target in the morning and did a shift all the way until like 7 o'clock at night.
Our work culture is ridiculous, but
bro. But here's the thing, Kyle. To do what? I'm 40 years old. Am I rich from that shit?
No, you making somebody else rich.
I got my little check and now I'm here. Same shit. I don't got a fucking money. It was for nothing. It was mine.
You were making somebody else rich.
I'm trying to say, fucking killing
and that
myself.
That's why Joe Jackson said, fuck it, these 5 kids are gonna get me the hell out.
Oh man.
Get my ass paid. I'm thinking about mine now. I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck are you good at? Better play a game or something. Twitch channel.
It's crazy how like e-commerce has changed the game, but it's not. But just like anything else, it's nothing guaranteed. You still got to grind. Even on your Twitch, even on your YouTube, even on your TikTok, you still got to grind. You might have that. You might have that 1 or 2 videos that do a little something, but it's not gonna be. It's not gonna be that. It's not gonna, like consistency. Consistency is, so
do you guys feel like, Stead, how do you feel like, honestly, because you're coming back in and you're busting your ass right now?
Facts.
Do you feel like the day-to-day, like, oh man, if I could just get me a little 8 hours, maybe I can get me a little 8 hours where I'm getting $25 an hour to do customer service, and I got a customer service just laid back. It's not even one of the hello, like you're a fucking robot. But if you just have like a cool, like, hey, you take like 20 calls a day, bro, and they're gonna call you and want to check out their hotel package or something, and you're able to do that for $25 an hour, which would be sweet. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
But if you were able to do that and then have that comfortability with that job, would you rather do that and then kind of hobby your Rocksteady Media? Or would you say, I don't want to be too comfortable because I want to put my all into this Rocksteady Media? Like how do you feel about that conversation?
Rocksteady Media takes the cake because it's me building my own legacy. It's me taking that literally $1 and a dream to make it expand. It may not look like much now, you know what I'm saying? But it's the same thing of all success stories. It starts from nothing. You have to get it out the mud. You got to build it, from the trailer to the 4-bedroom house, from the 4-bedroom house to the penthouse. You have to just keep rising up that plateau and don't give up on it. I think the momentum stops is when you subjecting yourself to going, now I need that 9 to 5. And then you're selling yourself. I don't want to sell myself, but you can, sell your product to my company.
Yeah, for real, man. That's how I look at it too, man. It's like at some point you do realize the safest thing is to go and get what's safe. What's safe is finding some shit. I ain't gonna lie, I almost had a door-to-door job. Fucking
they still do those?
Yeah, man. The lawn care shit. You driving around looking at people. Oh, you may need some help. What the fuck do I look?
He was gonna hit the door with the, "Are you ready for Jehovah's return?"
That's the only time, that's the only time I have seen people go door to door these days is if they're Jehovah's Witnesses.
He was gonna become a Mormon. Don't worry about it.
They do it. I know they come over here. They knock on the doors. Sometimes they're brazen ass dudes too. They do the security cameras. What is it called? Whatever, Vector or whatever the hell it's called. Security cameras. Xfinity. They do
Oh,
Xfinity.
Xfinity.
They come and knock on the door, try to talk to you about your package and stuff like that or whatever. But yeah, man, I almost got roped into that shit. Dude was like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna give you $750 a week, and then you uncapped commission and blah 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 blah." And then you got to knock on 100 doors a day or a week or some shit. I'm like, listen, let me tell you something, bro. Drive your own car. I'm just saying, like, I'm not against work, but I'm not busting my ass so I can still be broke, tired, and bored. I'm fucking 40 years old. I'm not old, but I'm to the point where I'm like, if I don't do something now,
you're gonna go crazy. Like
10 years, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be looking back at this like, yo, I had a chance. Nah,
how many jobs? Okay, how many jobs you've done? You've done pretty much every blue collar job that I, like you've done retail gigs. I can't work the way you do. Like physically, I can't.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I get you.
It's and I hate to limit myself, but it's like with what I have, and I've only just read this, and I'm like, oh, why didn't I know this before? People with CP get fatigued easier and faster than quote unquote normal people because it's like it's our like muscles. And my aunt knew this, right? So she's like, well, you can't like, and she didn't just want to say you can't, but it's like, okay, they're not going to expect you. You can't be expected to be a cop or a fireman or anything like that. And big ups to, or a construction worker or anything like that. And big ups to everybody who does that. You know what I'm saying? But that was not something I wanted to do. I worked at most of my jobs. I've talked to people. I've bagged groceries. I've cleaned toilets. I've cleaned in both toilets are nasty. I'm just saying. I have cleaned both the female and whatever other gender bathrooms. Everybody nasty. Wash your hands. That's all I gotta say. But
for real.
But man, like customer service is not for the faint of heart. It is not for the faint of heart, and I can't do third shift. I don't know how people do it. I do not know how people do it. But overnight's not actually it's crazy, but overnight is actually not as bad as people may think. It's kind of a weird acceptance. Like the good thing is there's not a lot of people. That's one of the best things. Like, when I worked overnight for a bunch of different jobs. I worked for one of the best jobs I ever had was a supermarket. I was a manager of the cashiers in the front. It was like 4 cashiers, maybe sometimes. And then it was the guys on the floor packing out. And when I tell you that job was, man, that job was so fun, bro. Big ass supermarket right before you got to New York City. So it was like we used to get all the strippers and all the cracked out, drug people coming in there, voting and passing out and shit. And then when people used to, when people used to steal shit, me and the security guard and we'd be in there, it was a lot of fun. But man, that sounds like it will be on after Taxi Cab Confessions on HBO.
Listen, that doesn't even count for the. I got some stories. I shared one of the stories about my old boss.
Yeah.
He apparently was like offering to do like like sexual favors and shit like that to like the janitors and stuff like that. Yeah, there was a lot of stuff happening. But that's those are some of the advantages of like third shift. But yeah, the whole like adapting to, hey, I gotta go to sleep in the day, and especially if you're somebody who like needs sleep. There's certain people like, oh, I sleep until like 12 o'clock, and I'm like, how the fuck do you even do that? I can go to sleep at 2 in the morning and still get up at 7. That's just how I work. Right. Like I'm not a sleeper like that. Yeah, so
I crash out at 4 and I'm up at 8.
I'm not a sleeper like that. Like I'm not. My brother be like, oh man, he gets home or whatever, he'll sleep on. I just woke up. It's like 11:30. I'm like, nigga, you how much time you just wasted? Like you're gonna die soon, and you're gonna be fucking mad that you're fucking sleeping until 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Get up.
What we become for us to say that, and you flash back and look over your life. What they say, you was a slacker.
You're slacking, bro.
It's funny that you say that because I'm the type of person that would wake up at like 6 a.m. just to have time to myself. That was it. That like
I'll stay up until 2 a.m. just to have time to myself, like you saying right now.
But apparently, and I heard this recently. There might be a evolutionary, something evolutionary tied to that, because back in the day when we were hunters and gatherers, they used to have people out there, getting up looking for, just keeping on a lookout for like like animals and predators and stuff like that. So maybe that's where that comes from. I don't know. I might have to do some more studying on that, but maybe that's why I thrive getting up early. You know what I'm saying?
For real.
If like I've been eating breakfast later on at 10, but I'm still up. I'm just not out of bed unless I absolutely have to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I tried my best. Like my wife, she's like really, really high right now on she's getting up and she gets dressed, and shout out to her, because she's breastfeeding. So it's like she's waking up with our son and stuff. Like he sleeps in the bed with us, and then he'll wake up and then she breastfeeds him and stuff like that or whatever, and does everything throughout the night. And she's been doing that for what, Jackson, 5 months. Damn, 6 months, about to be 6 months.
Already?
Yeah, bro, it's fucking crazy, man.
Woo, dude. Woo.
Already getting big, but like she does all that, but she's been priding herself on like getting up. She wakes up, she starts her day, she tries to start really early. I personally feel like if you're a person who is trying to be successful, if you're a person who is trying to do something, you shouldn't be in the bed past 7 o'clock. I feel like, I don't know if like what it is, like, and this is just my personal feeling. It's nothing against anybody, but it's just, I feel like if you're trying to do something, you shouldn't be in the bed past 7 o'clock. Even if you have nothing to do, like even if you're just getting up and looking out the window, even if you're just getting up and looking outside, even if you're just getting up and daydreaming about what you want to do for the day or what you want to do for the week, like it goes so much further than just, oh, I'm doing something right now, so that's good enough. Like that fucking mentality, that's the mentality of people who ain't gonna really get shit, in my opinion, yo. Like, and I'm learning this shit, like, because I've always been somebody who just casually woke up. Like, I don't need sleep a lot, but I'm trying to be more of that person who's like, I'm getting up with purpose. Like, hey, I'm gonna get up and go work out real quick. I'm gonna get up and make a video real quick. Like everything I want to do, I wanted to gear my process. Like, I want that shit to turn my machine. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm laying down, like that's why I don't play the PlayStation. Like I miss playing the fucking game. Like I play the game sometimes on like the weekend, maybe for a little while, and then I get
where you coming from.
Yeah, bro, you feel me? Like I feel like I'm cheating or something like that because I'm not taking care of what I'm supposed to be taking care of. It's weird.
But the reality is, you are, in a nutshell, like somewhere in an alternate universe, you're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. It's just, I think in the moment we're so goal driven that you feel like you're becoming like, them hard dads that just go to work, steel mill, engrave. That's all they know. Like, doesn't smile, doesn't laugh, doesn't play fun and games with the kids. And now you're like, now I get up at 6 o'clock and it's, instead of Fruity Pebbles, it's Raisin Bran.
Yeah. Bran flakes and shit, no raisins.
Yo, clip that, please. Clip that, please.
For real. Yo.
Oh,
but
man.
no,
you're right, though.
The evolution of you're so goal driven on chasing what you desire, to it's like all that other stuff, does it matters, but it's like not a consistent matter right now. It's like I could play the game later. Like, you own it, so it's there, it's tangible.
Yeah.
But the reality I'd rather be back there in the office doing something for the web show or the entertainment show or updating the websites.
But you are having fun. You are having, like,
I love this shit.
You are having fun. One of my clients, he does a basketball history podcast. I've been working with him for like 4 years now, right? And now people are asking, hey, do you mind if you come over here and we do, and you do a podcast at our tournament? what do you think about, what do you think about this? Because he's giving love to the city. He's giving love to the city, and he's also giving love to the state. Some history that sometimes people don't know, especially the younger ones. And he's giving a platform to the, to the younger ones too, who are on the come up as far as, as far as basketball is concerned. So now he's getting asked to, like, to travel and, and teach a class or do a, or a recording on a tournament or whatever. And I'm like, dude's got me going all around the city. But this is why I'm obsessed with upping my my recording game, because now I'm not just at home recording. I'm everywhere in town recording, and that includes with my mother too. You know,
that's awesome. Yeah, I saw the pictures. I saw you guys had something. I don't know if you were at like an event or something like that.
Yeah, that was a 2-day tournament. That was a 2-day basketball tournament. Guys one day, girls girls one day, guys the next. I still got to finish the video because we did a lot of interviews. At one point, I was like, okay, I don't care who you're interviewing. I don't care if you're interviewing the janitor, because it was him, me, and his kids. They're a team. He's got this program going. So I was like, since this is a 2-day tournament, interview everybody you can. Anybody that wants to be interviewed, interview them. We had the lapel mics. We had my portable setup. So we record. So we interviewed the teams, the coaches, the snacks, like the concession stands, the audience members. I'm like, just record everybody who wants to be recorded, because this is an event. As much content
as possible. Yeah,
exactly. We interviewed the sponsors. I was like, I don't care if you interviewing. If you're interviewing like the janitor or whoever's cleaning, whoever's involved in this tournament,
for real,
just interview them. Make like this. Let's do this. And next thing you know, he's having fun. His kids his kids for the most part are having fun, and I'm having fun. It was a lot of waiting. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm watching the stuff, but people were excited. So
guys, one thing I can say about tonight is this is the first show of the year 2026, man. It's the first show on our network. Like I said earlier, Beeline, we're gonna be back tomorrow night wrestling, straight through the ropes, wrestle talk. We're gonna talk a lot about wrestling and what we got to look forward this year. We had Monday Night Raw last night, and listen, I wanted it to be better, but I don't know about it. I don't know. We gotta talk about WWE, bro, but we're gonna be back tomorrow night talking about straight through the ropes wrestle talk. Also TikTok, a lot of TikToks going on. Please follow TikToks. Please follow everybody that's in this room right now. Everybody is doing something. I hope you guys really enjoyed the conversation tonight. It's been more of a free talk. I wanted to talk about the safety and awareness, just to kind of wrap it up real fast. Like, we'll watch the video. We'll do some other stuff on another episode. But it was a video of like a mom being kind of taken advantage of when she was shopping with her kids. Oh, no. I didn't know if you guys saw it. I was gonna play it, but we're gonna talk about it. But just please be safe, yo. Like, please pay attention. I talk about on here all the time about how I don't really like my wife and my daughters going out. Like, I'm not like they're
without
me. But if I can go do something, I'm the one who goes to do like the shopping most of the time. Like, I'll bring the kids with me or something like that.
Okay.
I'm the one who will get the gas in the car. That's easy, hands down. And of course, like stuff like that. Like, if I can do it, I don't put it on my wife. I don't want my wife and daughters needing to walk around Walmart all day. People praying on it. I just don't. If I can do it, I'm gonna do it, yo. It's some scary shit where you see these stories and people are getting followed in their car. And it's weird because when I'm walking, this is the whole episode I'm about to do shit. When I'm walking, I see stuff or whatever. I see like, a mom and their young daughter, especially when I go to the store like at night. I'll go 9 o'clock trying to catch Walmart. And it's a mom and her young daughter walking all the way to the back of the parking lot. And I'm just thinking to myself in my head, like, don't you have a husband that like, cares? Like, don't do that. Like you shouldn't have to be out right now. And I know some people just don't have an option or whatever, but it's all about taking care of yourself and understanding like you are vulnerable in that situation a lot of the times, yo. Like, yeah, you might
shouldn't
be
have to be.
RoboCop. You
Yeah.
shouldn't have to be.
You
But
shouldn't have to be.
this is why, Kyle, listen, this is why I wanted to have this conversation, because that statement right there, you shouldn't have to be. At the end of the day, this is the shit that's fucked up. You shouldn't have to be. You shouldn't have to lock your doors because people steal shit and fuck shit up. But at the end of the day, they do. That's the shit that's fucked up, yo. At the end of the day, if you are a woman and you got your baby in the back seat and you leave your car on and go into the store and and buy cigarettes or something like that, or that's like extra, like even men can do that, but you leave your car on, or you take your keys with you and you go and pump the gas with the baby sitting there, and then there's a lawn care guy who's filling up his truck, like, to a bad person. They see you first, vulnerable victim. I don't give a fuck if you are Chun-Li, like they see you first as that's how they see it. There's no fucking doubt about it. That's how they see it. So it's like, you have to know that. No matter how much power you want to stand behind, you have to understand that you are the prey in that environment. And you should be protected. You should protect yourself. But there are people who are going to take a chance that you are going to be somebody that they could prey upon. And that's why, like I said, it was going to be a whole topic. We're going to talk about this shit for real. But I feel it so much more because I have daughters and I have a wife and I have nieces. And I think all the time, like, damn, they're going to be filling up their gas tank one day and somebody's going to come and talk to them and say, hey, you pretty. And they're going to say, oh, I have a boyfriend. I don't want to talk to you. What, bitch? I don't give a fuck. You feel me? Like, it happens all the time.
I have seen real videos of that happening, like real quick. A girl was she was outside. She started filming. This guy was following her.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah.
This guy was following her. So she saw the nearest, like there was another dude who was just a few minutes, like a few seconds away from where they were, saw the situation. And she was like, okay, pretend to be my boyfriend real quick. Cause he was, he was bigger. He was bigger than the other dude. He was a bit, he was bigger than the other dude. He's like, yeah, that's my girl. We got a problem. And he was like, oh, I didn't know that was your girl. I was just trying to talk to her. Right. Cause some will not take no for an answer. She already said, like, I don't want to talk to you, all that, all that stuff. Yeah. And it's really crazy to me how we still live in that world. But, now it's being recorded more. And they and they still don't care. You know what I mean?
Bro, people got Ring cameras and shit like that, and that was a big deterrent at the beginning. But now people they'll still walk up to your shit, steal your package. They don't give a damn.
Steal your package.
Hold their face like this, like Batman and shit, or Dracula.
And then
they'll rob your whole fucking porch.
And then the one like those videos of the exploding packages, I know some are fake and some are real, but the crazy things that are the real ones, and it's like, you were gonna kill me over a package? You were gonna have it explained. What do you expect him to do? Yep. Like, seriously, this is where we've gotten to right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, it's frustrating. But guys, listen, awesome conversation once again. You guys literally forced me to deter the whole show, but it was still a great show. I really think we had a lot of really good combo. I can also promise, like Kyle said, I'm trying to do at least 4 clips of every single show this year. So we're going to have a lot circulating. It just gives more content. Clipping is hard because I'm not paying for these clipping services anymore. I'm paying for enough services.
Right.
But I think StreamYard actually has a feature now. So they're doing some clipping as well, which is really awesome. I've tried it with one of the shows, but I haven't finished it all the way. So we're going to get into that. But it's going to be 4 clips of every episode that we do this year. So it's going to be a lot circulating. So, yeah, if y'all thought I was pushing shit out before, it's really
it's kind of
I'd be it's
really amped up, yo. Yeah, we got a bunch of shit. Yeah. But guys, thank you so much for coming on. Whenever, Stead, whenever. As long as you don't got a show, bro, bring your ass on. We can talk about a lot of stuff. We have a lot of good topics. The only ones I probably won't share the links for is going to be for this Talking with Strangers ones. Let people come on and just kind of get their thoughts out and open. But anybody got anything in closing?
And this was a great show. Big ups to my guys right here, because I met you guys doing this. We became friends because of this. So big ups to you. Big ups to everybody that we've worked with. You know what I'm saying? Big ups to Babe in the chat. Everybody who was interacting with us today and heard what we were were saying. Keep yourself safe, keep yourselves warm, and just know that you're not alone. We all got stuff going on, but I appreciate each and every one of you. Just know
Definitely. Good shit, Kyle. What's up, Stead?
The only thing Stead gonna say, if you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready.
That's right. Listen, bro. Listen, I got my shit everywhere I go. I got
amp it up a little bit. Amp up the little friendly rivalry a little bit, because he's gonna drop something after the show, and then I'm gonna have to get in the lab and drop something back. Right? It's like we're going at it like the hot boys.
Listen, man. Yeah, we gotta get this. We gotta get this this going, bro. I'm really glad to see hardworking people still trying to do what they love. That is a giant thing. Shout out to people who are willing to commit to what they love so that they can live the life that they choose to live instead of the one they have to be forced to live into. That is a giant part that you shouldn't have to make a decision on. But Beeline, I will be back tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern time with the STR Nation. And then me and Kyle rolling back for the first entertainment show of the year, baby. I can't wait.
Yeah.
The NT show will be good this week, yo. But guys, until then, I'm telling you, stay true, stay positive, pay attention. Let me get my outro. We're gonna have a brand new outro soon. I just didn't make it yet. And but we will be back. See y'all tomorrow night, guys. Peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed that episode, make sure you head on over to the Beeline Entertainment LLC YouTube channel, where we have so much more for you. We have the Beeline Web Show on Tuesday nights, as well as Straight Through the Ropes Wrestle Talk on Wednesdays, and of course, the Beeline Entertainment Show on Thursday night. Join us and make sure that you hit that like, hit that share, and of course, subscribe with that bell button for the notifications so you can make sure you're getting all the great content from the Beeline Entertainment LLC. Let's go!